everyone, and welcome to another episode of EventsLife. This video is going to be a bit different from our previous episodes. This will be about events that we do during this time of the year-end parties. The month of December is probably the busiest time for us who work in the events industry because a lot of local and international clients celebrate their annual success through a company event. These types of events are normally a thank you and appreciation for their employees for the good job they've done the entire year. And it normally includes a lot of raffle prizes and giveaways, employee song and dance numbers, and a lot of times these are competitions. Now join me as we go through these events during the month of December. Mga hindi na natutulog.
Screen Pro lang malakas.
Mark, pakilipat na lang dito banda.
Galing na po yan dyan, linipat po dito.
Balik ulit natin. Jay, nakailang ano kayo? P3 ngayon?
6.
So isa-isa tapos 4 main LED. Payat ah.
Basic.
Dahil delay ang setup, tenga ang LD.
Okay yan. Yan, may power na.
Domo. Okay, so I have a very special interview for today's event. I am with one of the pillars in the events industry in the Philippines, especially when it comes to the technical aspect or production side, Sir Bongga.
Hello.
Okay, Sir Bongga, very quickly lang po. Can you tell our audience how did you start in the events industry?
Well, basically, we started from scratch. Started with Gary until doing all the foreign concerts since 1990s until today. I mean, Started Michael Jackson, Phil Collins, Kenny G. Actually, it's more on 1990s was the majority, most of the foreign concerts.
You've been in the industry more than 30 plus years now, no?
Okay.
More than na yan. I mean, kakapanganak ko pa lang yata nag-event ni Sir Bongga. But amongst all of them, maybe mention one or two very memorable events that you've done.
Madami memorable na ano eh, na again, for me to get this title, and nasisingil ko yung gusto ko. To 25 years siguro ko sa industry, 26.
Investment, no?
I invested of not doing anything aside from technical direction.
Correct.
Yung mga batch ko sila Dong Alingacion, sila Tom Gallardo, sila best friend si Tonet Abrilla, di ba? So, kami, pag nag-uusap kami, normally nga iba, pag ilaw ka, sasabihin mo, hindi titidi na rin ito. Kami hindi. Pinush namin na, hindi ako magtitidi. Hindi, kunin mong hiwalay yung ilaw. Gusto mo si Jerry Fernandez.
Kahit kaya mong gawin siya.
Kahit kaya mong gawin, hindi. You stick on that, your line of work. Kasi you're already breaking the law of the industry. Bakit nagdudual ako? Kunyari kami ni Jerry, yung mga F4 nung dati. Pag tumatawag yung ABS sa amin, siyempre kami yung labas di ba? Sabi ni Jerry, pasok ba si Bongga? Siya na lang magtidi, ako na lang mag-iilaw. So si Jerry mismo sasabihin niya yun ng gano'n. Marami ako narinig na may mga nagsusumbong din ng mga production houses na sabi na gano'n, tama ba naman ako sinisingil ako ng ganito, ganito? Ikaw, credible ba? Diba? Parang pagdating ako naman sa tao, daming gusto maging assistant. Sa akin, di ba? Ang question ko, nagtatrabaho ka ba para matuto o pa ba magtatrabaho ka dahil sa pera?
Correct.
Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, kung kumikita ka sa ibang didi ng ganito, sa akin di ka kikita ng ganyan. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi hindi ka pa marunong eh.
Pero matututo ka.
Matututo ka. Tanong ko sa iyo, bakit kita babayaran ng 1,000? Kaya mo na bang desisyonan yung nadidesisyon ko?
Correct.
Diba? Bibigyan kita 10,000 kung kaya mo solvein yung hindi ko masolve. Diba? You don't charge it because he charges it like that. No, you don't do that. Diba? That's wrong. Yung basic, pag malalaki, tatagdagan mo yun.
Correct.
Kasi it's the load of work that you do. Diba? If you do accountant, you don't charge it like times 3 kagad like New Year. No. Mali nga yung tanong minsan eh. Ang tanong dapat, ako normally pag tinatanong, ano yung show?
Correct.
Ano mangyayari? So you investigate first, ano yung show na gagawin? Kaya minsan marami yung pagsisisi nyo. Hindi mo alam na tayo palang ilalatag.
Correct.
Diba? So may profession actually. If you're a doctor, kung maliit lang ang opera mo, ba't mo naman?
Parang know your value.
Oh, exactly. You make yourself, you prove to yourself and to others that ito yung value.
Kayo pa lang ba nun? Or ang dami?
Parang kami lang nun. Diba?
Parang kilala mo halos lahat, diba?
Tapos parang ako lang yata nagtitidi nung una.
Sa batch nyo kasi talagang from manual to digital na abutan nyo, no?
May mga biruan pa nga kami, yung mga sila Ricky Ramos. Ayaw ko kilala si Ricky Ramos. Yung repeat nung dati ng mga banda, mga South Border. Nung minsan pumihit si Ricky. Tapos gamit niya. Din siyempre analog. Binibiro namin si Jun Bon. Binibiro namin. Ricky, sira yata ang board mo eh. Bakit? Ay, gumalaw mo. Till, di ba, yung mga ibang foreign, alam nila may TD. Okay, we'll talk to the technical director.
Ibabalik ko, Sir Bong, yung question ko kanina. Can you mention any mga memorable na events na ginawa?
Ay, minsan yung iba hindi ko na maalala. No? Pero yung pinakamatindi dyan, yung ano mong mali mo, na sineta mo, tas kailangan mong mali pala yung posisyon.
Wow. As a TD,
Di ba? Ang pinaka-hardest part dyan, paano mo, as a technical director, paano mo kunin yung simpatsya ng crew o ng supplier na in a good way.
Correct.
You tell them, I'm sorry. Ang pinaka-hardest part is saying sorry kasi.
Correct.
So you say, sorry, kasalanan ko.
So, nangyari sa iyo, Sir Bongga?
Madalas nangyayari din sa akin yan dahil yung tao ko na pinilin ko, mali yung ano niya, di ba? So, kasi minsan may naman nakahuli sa akin, napagalitan ko yung voice ko, ganyan. Pero kasi, that's between me and my voice. Kasi parating sinasabi sa voice ko, ang mali mo, mali ko.
Correct.
Ano nang sabihin ko sa kliyente? Ikaw kasi, ito kasi, di ba? Kasi kasalanan ko pa rin dahil bakit ko binigay yung tiwala ko
Correct.
sa isang tao na hindi papalak niya hindi pa siya capable.
Pero talagang, alam mo yun, laking problema nun pag nag-TD yung nagkamali. time frame, di ba? Rehearsal schedule.
Habulin mo talaga eh.
Habulin yun. Ito, very important question for Sir Bongga. Sir Bongga, ano ang advice mo sa mga gusto maging TD? Na who will be starting from scratch din, kagaya mo.
No, know the art. Know the ins and outs. And take time, it will take time. Read. Hindi pwedeng napanood mo lang, nakapag-set up ka ng isang malaki, kala mo, galing ka na. Ito kasi technology is tuloy-tuloy eh. Nung dati, alam ko, ngayon, biglang so I have to catch up for this once di ba? For example, the development of speakers. Before array, which is X-array, meaning ang stock ng speakers pa ganyan. So pag gusto mo mas malayo, mas mataas, para mas malayo. Tapos going left and right, pa ganyan. Sipin mo yung technology from X-array going to a line array. Line array, ganyan. Para this will compensate the layo at saka yung lapit, pero 180 degrees na. Ako, ito lang, again, ang isang simple advice for everyone, which I always tell sa talk ko, whatever future or whatever technology, that technology came from the basics. If you have any problems, balik ka lang sa basic.
Correct.
Colors, di naman magiging isang klaseng kulay yan kung walang red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
And sabi nga ni Sir Bongga before nung na-interview ko siya, to get to C, dadaan ka ng B.
Yan, A, D. Parang papunta ka second floor, hindi ka pwedeng umakbang ng 3 hakbang agad lampas kasi at the end of the baka bumagsak ka.
Correct.
Pag bumagsak ka, hindi mo marirecover yung 2 and 3 mo kasi nilampasan mo eh. So, kailangan mo simulan ulit yung 2 and 3. So, it's like studying. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Hindi ka pwedeng grade 5, bigla ka nag-college ka agad. Let's say, sige, meron kang advance ka nga na. Hindi ka naman nila advance kung hindi yung isi-skip mo na yun
hindi mo alam
sa mind mo.
Correct. Pakagandang payo, guys. So, once again, Sir Bongga.
Yun.
Such a momentous occasion, so please take more photos, go crazy on your content, and don't forget to post them online. Please share them as well using our official hashtags.
Next 5, 6, 7, and boom, 2, 3, and 4. Tap, tap, boom, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Minutes. How do you measure a year in the life?
Next group pa siya kung nasa kong nakapaya. Next group.
So fantastic.
Okay, five naman, sir.
kick off this evening's celebration, we are honored to welcome a leader who has guided our grabbers through incredible growth and transformation.
So right now, I am with our host for today's year-end party. We have the very versatile and one of the most sought-after hosts in the events industry, Sir Eri. So Eri, shout out ka muna.
Direk Aki, it's good to see you again. Our last one was a few months back, but here we are. It's nice to get to work with you again. Sobrang solid yan si Direk. Super like on the ball, and it's nice to work together again.
So I'll just ask you a couple of questions. How would you describe the events industry here?
I think the events industry, if you establish yourself well, it can do very, very well. Obviously, it's not as stable as a 9 to 5 or a stable job. And depende sa tao yan. Ikaw, if you're the type that wants to, have not a 9 to 5, medyo nagtatrabaho ka every other times or sometimes in December almost every day. It's great, but you are a freelancer. I love the stage, I love entertaining people. In terms of what I really enjoyed, nag-align talaga sa akin. If you like entertaining people and you like connecting and talking to many different types and doing that, I would say events hosting is great.
So would you say that events hosting is also a calling, or can anybody be an events host?
I would say it takes a certain type of personality to be able. You have to be able to command the crowd and genuinely love connecting with people. If that's what you love, if you love entertaining people, I would say those are the things that kind of fall. I don't want to say non-negotiables, but at least part of the things that you probably need to have to be a host.
As an events host, which one would you say is the hardest or your most favorite? Corporate, you have fashion shows, you have weddings.
Weddings.
Such and such, weddings.
Because so much at stake at weddings, I would say. And also, you also need to be personal and be able to connect on a human level. With corporate, kasi still human level, but it's more work, business, and I would say you align with objectives and maybe making people happy and highlighting whatever needs to be highlighted in terms of what the event wants. Pero for weddings kasi, you need to connect, you need to be personal, you cannot make it about you.
Yeah.
And last and not least, what's on the line is people's memories for the rest of their lives, or one of the most special days, if not the most special day. So I would say weddings is more difficult.
And they'll remember you if you do something.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, kung mali, they're not gonna say hi. They, kasi yan ng host or yan ng person, not even host, any supplier in weddings, if you cause trouble or you compromise their memories, responsibility mo yan. So you have to have the heart to care, and you also have to be willing to embrace that responsibility, own that responsibility.
Last piece of advice.
You need experience. You need to be comfortable on stage, and you only get that by continuously being on stage over and over and over again. I did stand-up, I did improv, I did radio. I have had so much stage time. I would say that is probably the first and foremost. The second is you have to have the heart to serve and truly want to make it about the objective, because it's very easy to make it about you as a host because you have the biggest voice. It's the right thing to say to not make it about you, but to actually be that and to actually have that in your heart takes work and takes self-awareness. If you can do that, I would say you have the better, because I think the best types of work are acts of service. So if you really truly serve and want it to be something for something bigger than yourself, I believe that's when you reach your highest potential as any professional.
So thank you very much, Eri, and good luck to us later.
Kayang-kaya natin yan, Direk. We'll do this.
Welcome, it's so nice to be part of this celebration. We're going to celebrate tonight. It's a pleasure to be here. We're going to find out their performances throughout the evening. Handa na kayo sa mga raffle prizes natin ngayong gabi. Sino mananalo? Sino? Yes! Yes! Ikaw naman, 6 years. You've been doing this, and 6 years you've never been called.
No.
Are you excited to see what you won for the first time in 6 years?
Yes.
Joy, go ahead. I'm so excited for you. You get it. Nice. Okay. We're gonna open it at the same time. Don't look at it. Just open it here, facing everyone. Okay. Excited. Face it. Come on, Daniel. All right. Good luck. From 7-Eleven to here. We've come a long way. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our grand winner goes to
and music. Live. 5, 6, 7, go.
Let's hit play and get this party going with none other than Drag Race Philippines Season 3 winner. Let's give it up for Maxi Andresen.
If you guys came here to party and celebrate, come on, y'all. Hands up, everybody, hands up. Let's go. If you came to party, let me see those hands up. If you came to party, let me see those hands up. I want everybody to jump in this and rock the party up. We go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, jump.
Anytime daw po.
ngayon?
Oh, mahaba pa oh. Meron ka pang mga 16 days. Eh, pabingay mo yan. Hindi yung puro tira ng tira kasi.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you?
Today, we will celebrate the past, present, and the future. The Pilipinas, let us begin this celebration by witnessing the BXN Entourage Parade.
One last time, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you. Next time, Pilipinas. Maraming salamat. More success to all of you.
I am with our voiceover for today's event. One of the best, shall we say, method hosting, voiceover, actor, and so much more. Sir Apollo. Sir Apollo, shout out.
Direk, you're my friend. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Quick question lang, Sir Apollo. Briefly, can you tell us how you started in the industry?
Well, I've been a stage actor ever since I was a child. I've been acting since I was 10. So growing up in the theater, it was a natural progression, I suppose. Even as a voiceover, I treat every voiceover job as an acting job. You know, what is my character? Right now, it's supposed to be, because it's an awards night, it has to be classy. Sometimes you have voiceover jobs where they want you to be very energetic, like it's a sales convention. So you have to shout, "Ladies and gentlemen, from North Luzon." You have to be really OA. But sometimes they're like this. The event is really, "Ladies and gentlemen, to award the blah blah blah." You have to be, you have to be calm.
So what do you like most about being in the events industry?
Well, there's never a boring moment. I tried working in an office setup. I was a writer for about a year in an ad agency. I was in a cubicle and I was just miserable. I was bored. Maybe for some people that works. So I'm not dissing people who work in an office. But for me, I tried it and I was just miserable. When you're in an event, in the events industry, you are working with different clients, different people, different performers, different directors. So there's always a change. There's always something different. I'm a people person, so I like being with people. I like meeting people. I like meeting new people. So that to me is the most fun about my job, I think.
So as you said, Sir Apollo, so every day it's a different environment for us. What are the obstacles or challenges when you do your job as a host or as an actor, as a voiceover?
There's actually a lot. Okay, this is pretty extreme. One time I had an event. I was the voiceover. It was in Boracay. I woke up that morning with no voice. I mean, it happens, sometimes, and I mean, that was a nightmare scenario, and you just have to do your best and slug it out, and
you have to overcome. I mean, coming from the theater, we have a saying, right? The show must go on. So you could be dead or dying, and you still have to do it. So that's pretty extreme. Common challenges, like when you're hosting, for example, the word I hate the most in hosting is stretch. Because when they say stretch, you're on stage and obviously something went wrong. That's why you have to stretch. I hate it because you don't know if you're going to stretch for 30 seconds.
Correct.
Or 2 days. Because, it depends on the problem. So sometimes, you're inventing off the top of your head, whatever, sometimes, you also have this fear that you're going to run out of things to say. Kulang na lang ikwento mo, nung 5 years old ako. You're running out of things to say. And so yeah, things like that.
Amongst all your hats that you're wearing, what do you like most?
That's tough. That's a tough question. Because I love doing all of them. But I suppose my first love is really, I'm an actor first and foremost. So I really love it when you're memorizing a script, you're working with other actors on stage or movies or TV. That to me is it's hard to explain. But I just love. In fact, during the pandemic, that was maybe the hardest thing, that you can't be with people. We had these Zoom readings. So we would try to read a play via Zoom, but it's different.
Yeah.
When you're acting, you have to be with people, right? You have to, kailangan ma-feel mo yung talsik ng laway nila sa balat mo.
Last question, Sir Apollo. So, what would be your piece of advice?
You keep practicing. Like, I remember when I was young, whenever I would hear a commercial on TV or whatever, I would try to copy how they do it. That was my practice. Then, I would try to imagine how I would do it. I mean, di ba, when you hear a certain commercial, may sinabing line. So you try to approximate that and then maybe try to do it in how you would deliver it.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to actually get into the industry, that's a little tough. There are organizations now where you can actually learn voicing, and they can help you get connected to recording studios or the ad agencies who might be looking for voice talents. I mean, once you do a good job, it's word of mouth, and kunyari, who did that commercial? Magaling yung boses na yun. Sino yun? Si ganun yun. And then people will try to look for you once you do a good job.
Sir Apollo, our voiceover for today's event.
All right, thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something today.
The buffet stations are now open. Dinner is served. Enjoy the food, the drinks, and each other's company. Bon appetit.
Right now, I am with the mentor of mentors.
Tanda.
One of the most
Expensive.
one of the most respected audio spinner, audio editor, sound editor, napakarami niya guys hats when it comes to the industry. The one and only Mr. James Gatchalian. So, Sir James,
Kumusta kayo?
can you tell our viewers paano ka ba nag-start in the events industry?
Actually, DJ ako dati. Tapos, pag nagdi-DJ ako, dun sa club na dinidj ako, meron mga shows na maliliit. Tapos, na-introduce ako sa events 2002, 2003, kay Direk Carmel actually. I don't know kung kilala niyo yun, pero isa yun sa mga matatanda na.
Haligi sa industry.
Haligi sa industry. Tapos, doon, nagsunod-sunod na din, napasok ako sa TV. Doon talaga ako nag-train. Ang naging mentor ko si Rich Ilustre, sila Percy Intalan, Paolo Bustamante, Anthony Pastor Pide, TV5. Yung unang show ko doon, yung Shall We Dance. Actually, wala pa akong alam, pero sabi ko, marunong ako. Ganun naman
But would you say na aksidente lang yung pagkakapasok mo, or talagang pinursu mo to, na maging ito yung line of work mo?
Actually, parang ganun, aksidente lang. Pero, kasi since bata pa ako, gusto ko lang tumugtog eh. Gusto ko na DJ na talaga ako eh. So, parang nangyayari, parang yung spinning kasi, part siya ng pagiging DJ eh. Pareho lang, play ka ng music, ganyan. Tapos, inaano mo yung crowd, tinitignan mo yung crowd kung babagay ba. Sa spinning naman, actually dati ang spinner, hindi naman siya nagpe-play ng ng ganito yung ka-massive, like ang dami mong, pati sound effects. Dati parang applause, tapos kaya siya tinawag na spinner kasi parang may production number, i-spin niya yung plaka, yun yung Ngayon kasi parang more on musical scoring na live.
Yes, correct.
Pinauso yan kasi nila DJ MOD, nila Koki sa TV. So yung kumbaga, yung demand nung director parang, dapat ganito, dapat every spills, may undercut, tapos may mangyayari, magre-react ka, ganyan. Ikaw yung magsasabi kung ano dapat yung na-feel ng audience. Naging ganun na, naging parang musical score/spinner.
Correct.
Pero sa live, yun medyo challenging.
Hindi na siya up-down music lang, no?
Before kasi ganun.
What would you say is the biggest struggle when it comes to your line of work?
Siguro, sabihin na lang natin pinaka-hate kong nangyayari. Like, naglatag ka na, nag-prepare ka na, pagdating mo doon, iba yung gagawin. Lagi yan nangyayari, pero kasi kasama yan. Kasama yan sa challenges naman. Hi! May interview lang. Sige. Siguro yung struggle din ng marami sa atin. 1 month na preparation, 2 months, nandun ka na sa GC, tapos pagdating ng event, babaguhin ng kliyente. So, ang ginagawa ko doon, since matagal naman na, lagi naman nangyayari, mahirap, pero naglalatag ako ng 2 or nagpe-prepare ako for mga ganon. Yun siguro yung isang tip din sa mga spinners. Sanayin nyo na yung sarili nyo na, since live, parang sa TV, pwede may iba lagi yung mga nangyayari.
What can you tell us about Live Event Spinner Group na in-establish nyo?
Na-establish namin yun 2020, kasagsagan ng pandemic. Yun, purpose naman yun, tsaka mission nun is to guide yung other spinners, especially yung mga baguhan. Sa rates, sa style, sa kung sino yung makaka-work nila, what to expect, di ba, mga ganun. Tapos, yung camaraderie, yung ganyan, banding, mga pasahan ng gigs. Kunwari, hindi ka available, sino available? Ganon. Yun yung purpose nun. Tsaka, syempre, to inspire yung mga ibang grupo na rin natin sa industry to form their own group para, di ba, united sila.
Ano yung kailangan na meron ka to be able to last 2 decades or more?
Importante, parang yung pagpumunta ka sa event, hindi mo nararamdaman na nagtatrabaho ka. Kasi first love ko tong music First love ko yung pagdi-DJ, first love ko yung... Kaya nangyayari, parang pag pumunta ako sa event, para akong performer. Kailangan pagdating mo dun sa event, saka para kang gitarista, singer, magpe-perform ka. Hindi ka napupor. Tsaka hindi ka natatakot. Diba? Pag kasi pag sabi nga ni Direk Ding, nandiyan ka na di-enjoy mo na. Ang tendency kasi, pag mahirap, kinabahan ka, kung kaya mong i-convert yung kaba mo into excitement, di ba? Wow, mas okay to mas bago to. Paano kaya gawin yan? Pag ganun lagi yung mindset mo, hindi ka, tatagal ka. Tapos hindi ka magsasawa. Dapat talaga love mo yung gagawin mo Bago ka matulog, pagkagising mo, habang gumigising ka, nagtatrabaho ka. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na nagtatrabaho nag-spin. Hindi nawawala sa utak mo. Makarinig ka ng music, makarinig ka na paano ko gagamitin to, gano'n.
And you're not in it just for the money talaga, no? Hindi.
Na yun icing on the cake ngayon
Correct. And there you have it. Aside from all the struggles, just to interview the James Gatchalian. Thank you very much. Again, we're about to start the show and good luck to us.
Bye. Salamat.
Last 1 minute.
Let's all welcome our host, Miss Erica Christensen.
Hello, and good evening, Team Alici. Oh my goodness, it is so lovely to see all of your beautiful faces tonight. You guys look amazing, by the way. As a matter of fact, I was just telling one of our staff backstage, if tama ba talaga itong event na pinuntahan ko, because you easily make it look like it's a high fashion show. And because of that, why don't you guys give yourselves a huge round of applause?
5, 6, 7, go.
And also from One Beach, we have Regional Director Isidro Ricardo F. Talera III. in the amazing, exceptional model, fashion show.
Ikaw na sumalo sa host. Ikaw na mag-cue sa host.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I am finally done. If you want to see more vlogs like this one, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Once again, my name is Aki and this has been another day of Events Life.